Yes, guys, and welcome to today's video, eating your way to become a supermodel. I get a lot of questions regarding this, so I thought I'd address all of the above in today's video. And I've actually walked this path myself. As a younger Alex, I signed with IMG London. As I was a lot younger, one of the biggest model agencies in the world. And funny enough, I've actually just got back into the modeling again, and I've signed to a new agency. So when I talk about aesthetics, presence, and how to build a body that turns heads, I'm actually speaking from lived experience. But the twist here today is that most people think it's just about good genes or starving yourself all the time, but that is far from the truth. The truth is you can actually eat your way to becoming a supermodel. Your skin, your eyes, your physique, your energy, and all of that is literally a direct reflection of what you put into your body. So today I'm going to break it down, the blueprint for eating, living, and fueling like someone who wants to have this main character energy. So let's get into the video. You are made of what you eat. Right? You are what you eat. You've probably heard that before, and it is so true. Your face, your skin, your eyes, your hair, even your brain as well. Every cell is made from what you put into your mouth. And 99% of guys are walking around like it's normal to just be living on cereal, on oat milk, having lots of things like Deliveroo's, Uber Eats. And they wonder why they look puffy, why they feel anxious all the time, and why they can't even focus on anything. And if you want to look like an absolute specimen, then you need to start building your body with elite nutrition. And that will give you that sort of glow, that attraction. And of course, as I keep relaying back on all these videos, that physical presence. And that really starts at a cellular level. And the face doesn't lie. I always say this. You can tell more about someone's health and their sort of life force energy just by looking at their face, rather than, you don't even have to look at their blood work. And you see guys and even women as well with puffy cheeks, dry skin, and that kind of tired, glassy-eyed look. That's basically someone that's just running on stress hormones, that has poor digestion and has this sort of chronic inflammation. And the eyes especially, is when you see this kind of like dull eyes, excuse me. And the eyes especially, they're a massive giveaway. If they're not white, if they're not bright and really focused, then something is definitely off. So it's not just aesthetic. The eye health can reflect things like liver health, mineral balance, and even your nervous system's tone. But the good thing is when you actually clear your inputs, whether that be the light, the food, the air, the thoughts, all of your face can actually transform. And things like your jaw, the jaw can sharpen, the skin starts to glow, and even the whites of your eyes pop, and you literally start to look like you belong in an Armani campaign. So that's what it's really about, becoming this walking billboard for vitality, power, and presence from the inside out. And we want to be eating for radiance, not just results. And this is where a lot of guys go wrong. They're always putting this emphasis on macros. They're chasing protein and calories all the time, but they completely ignore things like digestion, minerals, and all these micronutrients that we need. But if you want your skin to really glow, you want your jaw to tighten, and for your eyes to look a lot more vibrant, then you need to be eating for radiance. So you need to be thinking pro-metabolic. Think about this internal nourishment. So I'm eating a lot of fruit at the moment. Over the winter, it was stewed fruits, raw carrots, raw dairy, collagen, liver, oysters. These aren't just random. They're literally going to make you feel amazing. They are foods for your hormones. They are foods to change your face structure. And I'm telling you this right now. You could literally be training hard. You could be sleeping well all the time. But if your digestion is off, your glow is going to be off. And when I started clearing up my inputs, I got rid of things like seed oils. I focused on digestion, metabolic health. My face completely changed. And people will notice that. And even when I was with my previous agency, when I was at university, I was going out a lot. And surprise, surprise, I wasn't getting the castings because I wasn't taking care of myself. And once I did that, it was an absolute game changer and I was booking more jobs. There's no surprise there. And this is really the game. It's not just being lean, but really glowing with life. This is how you eat your way into becoming a supermodel without starving yourself like one. PUFAs are ruining your face, so polyunsaturated fats. And I'm going to say this straight up right now. If you're already eating a bunch of seed oils, then you're just aging yourself. These polyunsaturated fatty acids, they're in literally everything these days, whether that be sunflower oil, canola oil, soybean oil. And you think you're healthy because you're lean, but if you're looking in the mirror and you've got this puffy face, you've got quite dull skin, you've got this inflammation around the eyes, that isn't just genetics, that is just an internal thing. So your skin is made up of fats, right? So if you feed it BS, you're going to look like crap. And when I cleaned out all these seed oils and started eating like an animal with lots of saturated fats, cholesterol, real foods, my skin literally transformed. And people can notice, right? Agencies could notice things, girls notice, but more than that, I noticed it myself. I felt alive again. And that's the difference between running on these stress hormones versus true cellular energy. So yeah, if you want model tier skin, get the seed oils out today. And that can be literally such a quick fix. Sugar makes you more attractive. It makes you hotter. And that is true. And that may blow your mind because you always hear about how sugar is the enemy. But sugar actually makes you function better and it makes you more attractive. And of course, I'm not talking about like M&Ms or Coke. I'm talking about real fruits, unpasteurized honey, fresh orange juice, raw milk, real sugar, like nature sugar. And this isn't just bro science. This is Ray Peat science. I've done a lot of research on this guy. You're more than welcome to do this yourself, and I might do a future presentation on this. But Ray Peat was one of those only guys speaking the truth on this subject. And sugar doesn't actually make you fat. It actually makes you more abundant, more vital. It fuels your metabolism. It feeds your liver. It also brings your nervous system back to a baseline. And when I was back in the low carb world, when I was fasting a lot, I kind of just looked quite washed out all the time. I had quite flat muscles, a very hollow face. The pumps weren't so good. I had no real color. But when I actually introduced sugar the right way, my skin came back to life. My jaw sharpened, my mood lifted. People started noticing. And the best thing as well about sugar is that it actually reduces your cortisol. And when your cortisol drops, your testosterone climbs. So it's like your body can really start to feel alive again. And that's why I start a lot of my mornings with fruit as well. Lots of honey, lots of orange juice. It doesn't just taste fucking amazing. It's actually amazing fuel for everything, for your brain, for your physique. And Ray Peat said this the best, like energy is life and sugar is the spark that really lights it. So the bottom line is really, if you're having sugar and it's done right, it's not the enemy. It's your shortcut to feeling your very, very best. And this is very underlooked as well. The liver is your beauty organ, and no one really talks about liver enough. But it is one of the most important organs when it comes to looking and feeling your very, very best. And if you think of it like an internal command center that is responsible for detox, energy, hormones, skin, digestion. And if your liver is struggling, you'll feel it in your mood, your physique, and your face as well. And if you've got that puffy, irritable, low energy, you've got these weird skin issues, then 9 times out of 10, your liver's just overwhelmed. But when it's actually feeling its best and it's firing all cylinders, everything starts to tighten, your digestion flows, your skin glows, and you'll feel a lot sharper. And this is why, of course, I focus on liver supportive foods, roots, fruit, gelatin, bone broths, minerals like magnesium and potassium. And I ruthlessly cut out things like seed oils, alcohol. I try to be a little bit careful with caffeine, although I've been drinking quite a lot recently, but I'm a healthy individual. And of course, on top of that, removing all the processed shit as well. So if you want to feel and look your absolute best, then fix your liver. This is literally the foundation of your glow. And this is also where testosterone gets built too. So this is a double win. Collagen, structure, glow, and youth. Now, collagen is the glue that holds the body together. Most guys want better skin, stronger joints, and a cleaner gut, but they're skipping one of the most foundation things, and that is collagen. Collagen isn't just for influencers and these Pinterest mood boards where you see it all the time. It's literally the structural protein of your body. So this holds all your frame together. And when you're low on it, you'll feel brittle, you'll have dry skin, you'll have gut issues, weak joints. But once you start getting enough from things like bone broth, slow cooked meat, gelatin, all of your aura, your vibe is going to start picking up, because then your skin is going to start to glow, your hair thickens, your gut calms, and it really is an absolute cheat code. So you can throw gelatin into some orange juice, you can slow cook a few stews a week, get your bone broth up. You can even get collagen peptides. These are easy to get on Amazon. And already within like just 30 days of using it, you'll start feeling and looking a lot younger. And really, yeah, collagen is vitality, it's youth, it's structure. So really do not skip this one. And the dangers of anti-metabolic eating. So I've done the whole fasting thing. I've done low carb. I've done the chicken and broccoli. I've done almond milk matcha era. I've done everything. And every time it was the same story. Yes, I was lean, but I was tired, a little bit cold, a little bit irritable, and not much of a sex drive. And these anti-metabolic diets are being pushed by guys who look like they've sleep in float tanks and haven't even smiled since 2020. And the worst part is they age you. They suck the color out of your face. They will literally kill your glow. And as I said in the previous slides, like as soon as I got rid of the seed oils, I brought fruit back in, I started eating for my metabolism, my body started firing again. And that meant better skin, stronger lifts, a more stable mood, and my testosterone increased as well. My face literally changed shape. So you don't need to starve to get lean. You don't need to crash your hormones to be disciplined. You just need to eat to build. You need to eat to thrive, because a jacked physique is amazing, right? But a jacked nervous system, when you combine those together, you'll literally feel unstoppable. And how to actually eat for radiance. And this is where a lot of guys mess up as well. They eat these boring, beige, dry, overcooked foods with zero life force, like protein bars and things like that. Or they swing the other way and they're just with all these like stim-packed energy drinks all the time, protein cookies, all that kind of stuff. But if you want to glow, you want to have a face that may people think like, what is this guy doing? Then you've got to eat like and really, you've got to really respect your biology, and you need to build your meals with real food: red meat, ripe fruit, raw honey, orange juice, mangoes, one of my favorite fruits. And you need to be cooking with the right oils as well, cooking in butter, unpasteurized butter if you can. And it doesn't matter how, like, I don't care how shredded you are, but if your skin looks grey and your eyes are dull, you're just missing the point of vitality. And radiance really comes from that nourishment, from that internal safety, and fueling your nervous system like a Formula One engine, right? So it's not about eating less, it's just about eating smart, eating in a way that supports your hormones, your glow, and your mission as well. And that's how you walk into a room with this high, abundant energy that people can literally feel you before you even speak. And here is the glow up protocol, the daily rituals. And let me make this crystal clear. Your glow isn't just about what you eat. It's a full system protocol. The way you wake up, the light that hits your skin, getting lots of sun exposure. And every morning I get outside, shirt off, no phone. in the sun with silence. As I said, lots of orange juice, fruit, sea salt. And that combination, even in itself, that will lower your cortisol, and it also feeds the liver so that I can actually think straight as well. So I use red light, I use a lot of cold water, I walk a lot for that lymphatic drainage, and I'm breathing properly through my nose. These aren't just like biohacks. This is just like essential human being biological processes that we need to make sure that we're doing all the time. And when your mitochondria are firing, you start to sharpen, your mind's clearer, and you stop living in fight or flight and actually can start creating your dream life. And men ask me about how I look younger now than I did 5 years ago. And this is literally it, like dropping the blue light, dropping the alcohol, dropping the 5 coffees a day on an empty stomach rat race. So really this glow up protocol, this is just a lifestyle. And when you live it, your body actually broadcasts it. And you don't need to tell people that you're dialed in. Your face will literally say it for you. So eat for the life that you want, okay? The truth that a lot of men don't want to hear. And it's like everything you ingest, whether that be alcohol, coffee, food, everything you ingest is building this man. Or essentially, if it's not, it's just creating more weakness. So food isn't just fuel, it's a real frequency. And your mitochondria are either exploding with this energy all the time, or they're just under this crazy amount of stress. And it's not just eating to stay lean, it's eating to lead, it's to show up for my clients, to be present with my girlfriend, to build this empire. Because when you eat like shit, you feel like shit. And if you want a sharper mind, you need to eat for clarity. If you want better skin, you eat for this glow. You want more masculine presence, you want more power, then eat like a king. You're not just eating for today, you're literally eating for your future self. So you need to stop thinking about like these cheat meals. People are always asking me about that. Start thinking about the man that you want to look at when you look directly into the mirror. And if you want that model glow, then you just need to start eating like it. And it's not just about vanity. This isn't about aesthetics just for Instagram likes. This is about radiance, this main character energy, and about being the kind of man who actually walks into a room and shifts the frequency. And believe me, I've literally been on both sides. I've been inflamed, tired, IBS, low energy. And the one you see now, clearer skin, bright eyes, this vibrant spirit. And I'm telling you, it all starts with how you eat. So if you've made it this far, you've got the blueprint. Eat for the energy, eat for your glow, and eat for the man that you're building. And watch how this life will start opening up for you. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. I'm dropping these videos every damn day. So hit that like button, drop me a comment, and share it with another man who needs a reminder.